Not only is there a big iPhone and a little iPhone, the iPhone 13 has also had a pretty substantial update this year. So what comes in the box and is it any good? Let's find out. What's up everyone, I'm the Everyday Dad, and if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. First off, I would like to thank Apple for letting me borrow this iPhone 13 to make this series of videos on. So now that we got that out of the way, let's crack this box open. Now initially, I was not planning on making this video. I already did the unboxing, the initial impressions of the Pro Max and the Mini, but let's make something for everybody. This isn't just the Everyday Gary channel, this is the Everyday Dad, but it's everybody. It's for everybody. So let's crack this thing open. Now we do actually have blue this time, whereas Midnight on the 13 Mini, it is blue. If you see it in your hands, it is very blue, but I can see in the video that it looks kind of black. So no, we actually have a blue iPhone 13 this time, and it looks real good. We do have the offset diagonal cameras, much like we saw on the Mini, and the packaging, you know, it is also much smaller this year. So here we go, magic trick. I will open this box, and there's an iPhone in it. Okay, let's set this aside right over here and see what we've got in the box. I imagine, much like the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the iPhone 13 Mini, we will get the same stuff, and we do get the Lightning to USB-C charger, no big deal. But here's what's really important. What size sticker do we get? Okay, so I got the 13 Mini. Is this sticker bigger than the 13 Mini sticker? We already saw that the Pro Max's sticker is bigger than the 13 Mini sticker, but is the regular iPhone? Here we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, can you see that? Yep. The iPhone 13 sticker is also bigger than the Mini sticker, so it would look like the Mini has the smallest sticker of all. That's... Whoops, now I'm getting them all confused now. There's so many stickers. So, if you were curious, I mean, that's really why you watch this video, right? To know which sticker of the iPhone 13 line was the smallest? Well, there we go. It is the Mini. Okay, so let's check out the phone itself. Oh, I've been an iPhone user, I think since the 10R. The XR was my first really dive fully into the Apple ecosystem. And since the 12, since the 12 got these sharp angular lines to them, I've loved every second of it. Yep, we see the two offset cameras. This blue looks so much better than the blue from last year. Like my 12 Mini is blue. This looks fantastic. You've heard me complain about this before on the iPhones. I wish they kept this matte finish on the side, and then I wish they took the matte finish from the Pros and put that on the back, because you can already see that it's already fingerprinty, which is kind of gross, and no, I do not like fingerprints on my phone. But I think this is going to be the standard option for most people. If you're going to upgrade, you're probably just going to go with the regular Pro, because it's probably the safest one. You may not want the smaller size with the risk of the battery life of the Mini, and you may not want that huge honking brick that is the Pro Max, so here we go. Dang, that looks incredible. I mean, I think the blue contrasted with the really dark display, that might be the best looking iPhone that I've seen so far, and team, I've seen an awful lot of iPhones. This makes me regret my color choices, because I personally bought Starlight for the 13 Mini and the Sierra Blue of the Pro Max, but that's probably the best looking. I'm going to call it. That's the best looking iPhone of the year so far. Man, that looks incredible. All right. Yep, we still have the Lightning ports, all the buttons, how the buttons sound. Yep, these buttons sound good. So it looks like the standard line, like the regular, the 13, the 13 Mini, they have a little bit clickier and a little bit better buttons for me, whereas the Pro line has a little bit more muted buttons. You get the same buttons. I guess we're in very hypercritical button territory now, but I like the buttons on the regular line better. You still get the silence switch. Everything else fits really good in the hand. Let's turn this puppy on. Apple. I just said it this time. I didn't even bother fibbing to you that I wasn't gonna say it. Okay, there we go. Let's check this puppy out. Something you may notice, hopefully today, you're also not hearing all the desk noise when I'm moving around. I had my microphone attached to my desk, but it was causing some noise that was irritating me, and I saw your comment saying that was irritating you. So now it's attached to something that's not the desk, so hopefully we're not hearing that anymore. All right, let's go. English. Select your country or region. That's weird. On the last two, it just immediately had my actual United States up there. So maybe there's a difference in all the initial setups between them. I don't know if let me know if you're in Canada or you're in Britain or wherever you're at. Does your phone start off with Britain or Canada? Is it localized? I don't actually know. Let me know in the comments. I would like to know if it's actually localized, or does everybody just get the, you got to scroll through and find it yourself. But something that I just love, one of the things that Apple does better than anybody, and I will continue to give them praise for this. And I totally just messed up my Wi-Fi password while trying to type it in and talk at the same time. But one of the things that Apple does better than everybody is their initial device startup. It doesn't matter if it's the iPhone, it doesn't matter if it's the MacBook, tablets, everything. They just have it on lock. I wish everybody did it as smoothly and as easy as Apple, because that's really, like, if you're trying to buy, like, if you're trying to get market share, right? You need the process to be as smooth as possible to bring new folks in, and I love this. Continue. Yep, let's set up Face ID. Good news, everybody. Thanks for all that were concerned about my back last time. It hurt an awful lot to do the Face ID for the last two phones, but we're feeling better. We're feeling way better. There we go. First scan. Second scan. Boom. Face ID complete. No drama like the last two videos. Okay, create a passcode. Sorry, team. My passcode is passcode. It's not, actually. That is... I'm sorry. I know that, like, I gush about this stuff a lot because I am very excited about all of the new advancements and all this stuff. But this looks phenomenal. This is the... I hope the Starlight, when it comes... My Starlight's getting here today. I hope it looks as good as this, because this is the best looking iPhone right now. I'm sorry. And now we got to do Apple ID, which, as we've done this 3 times in the last 2 days, I think we should already know our Apple ID. Apple verification code. Unlike every time we try to learn something every time. So I realized that I needed my phone with me, and I needed the passcode. So there we go. We're all set up. This might take a minute. That's fine. I will agree to your terms and conditions. Setting up the Apple ID. There we go. I'm so excited. Because here, look. Here's the Mini. And it's already fingerprinted up. So let's clean it off. That's why we always keep it in a case. And we just broke it. We did not break it. It's not broken. Apple, did you see it's not broken? So this is the Mini in midnight. And I know, like, looking at this, it looks black. But it's a very dark blue. But this blue... which is actually looks blue, looks incredible. Now, the thing is, right, like, so the dark color on dark color, it maybe you'll like that better because it, like, blends into the screen a little more, but I like this blue rim against the black, like, border, against the black bezel. I think this looks fantastic. Like, this, I think this is, what, the 3rd time I've said this? I'm really shocked at... I'm not shocked that it looks good. I'm shocked at how much better I think this looks than the other 2 phones that I've checked out so far. Let's check out the phone. Now again, there's not going to be a lot of difference from this and the Mini. They're essentially the same phone, except the Mini's a little smaller. This will have a little bit bigger battery, but functionally it has the same screen, the same camera, the same everything. And I don't know, it really feels good too. Like, I do like having the Mini. My biggest complaint about the Mini has always been battery life. But I like it. It fits in my pockets better. I can take it running. But again, I do think more folks will probably gravitate towards the standard iPhone. It comes with all the new cool iOS 15 updates. The screen looks great. I love this blurred out background. Like, I think it's so good. And I really like the wallpapers that Apple does. So let's check out. Do we have any cool new wallpapers? We've got the live. These are all the ones that they show on their website. So live. Dynamic. A lot of folks don't like the dynamic ones. I kind of like them. And then stills. Okay, we've got the standard. We've got the ones from, like, the Big Sur. And then we've got the regular. These are like iPad ones. It's cool to see that they've put, like, old iPad backgrounds on here too. And then here's the one that we currently have. That looks incredible. So we did the camera comparison with the Mini, but let's go ahead. Let's see how the camera looks on here too. We did do cinematic mode on the Mini, so let's try non-cinematic mode on the iPhone 13 regular. Okay, so now we are on the front-facing camera of the iPhone 13 regular. This is in 4K 30 frames per second, and if this looks like the last 2 phones looked, this is going to look incredible. I'm very, very impressed with how the front-facing cameras on these new iPhones look. Normally, and you've heard me say this in previous videos, normally small sensored cameras like cell phones or action cameras or other types of cameras like that, they have a real problem with big studio lights. You'll get like skin tones blown out, it'll look all splotchy and waxy. But the last 2 phones have really impressed me for how good their cameras look. Like, I think the front camera looks totally usable in a space like this. My little studio here, you can see there's the background. There's sound blankets. There's the hair light, because I have hair. It's the hat light. I don't know why I looked at that camera. So yeah, I've been very impressed with these. So this is the front camera. Let's switch over to the rear camera. Okay, and again, we will need to use the actual monitor to see it. Let's get you, I guess that's good enough. Okay, so we are again, which it's this one. That one. Okay, so we are again in 4K 30 frames per second on the iPhone 13. I don't have any manual settings or anything. This is just straight up, I hit record on the phone itself. So hopefully this will look really good. I do think I liked the 13 mini's rear camera a little better than the 12 Pro Max's rear camera, even though the 12 Pro Max is supposed to have the most up-to-date, the most advanced camera. These are getting so good anymore. It doesn't really matter, but it is surprising to me how good these work in like my studio setting. It's not an exaggeration to say when I've used cell phones in the past in places like this, or I've used my GoPro, never looks good, but these have looked actually usable, and that's very surprising to me. Arms are getting a little tired. I need to start getting to the gym more if I'm going to hold these phones up all the time, right? So yeah, initial impressions of the iPhone 13, I like this a lot. Obviously, I've liked the entire lineup. I didn't necessarily think that I would dislike this phone, but this color is incredible. I think more people will gravitate towards this because it's the safer of the options. Build quality is great. Software is going to be great. You have seen how the video is. I don't know. I got to start editing it before I can say one way or the other. But I think this is going to be a totally capable camera. I think Apple's going to sell a ton of these. And again, thanks to them for letting me borrow this. But what about you? Today is the iPhone 13 day where we're all going to get the ones that we actually paid for. Which one? Did you pre-order one? If you pre-ordered one, let me know. What color, what version did you get? And if you would like to see more videos on the standard iPhone, let me know in the comments below, or let me know which version of the iPhone you would like to see me focus on because it's the one that you are most interested. All those comments. Leave all the comments down there, team. And if you like this video and you would like to see the other unboxings of the iPhone 13 line, and we've got the Mini and the Pro Max, you can find those videos by clicking right here. They'll be right here. Click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.